there's a new consciousness emerging. There's something happening where people are latching on to their own empowerment, latching on to their own unlimitedness. And it's becoming very contagious. So the person, I used to golf a lot with my friends, and I used to say to them, I'm a decent golfer, but I'd say to them, I'm just not good enough to get upset. I'm really not. But I'm going to have a lot of fun, and I'm going to play. And the more fun I have, the better I play. I watch, you duff a shot, and then you start getting angry and frustrated. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's your game is you're gonna make the same mistake on the next swing because your emotion is keeping you in your past. So you got to make a choice to self-regulate or not. And the ones that get right back on, that have ice water in their veins, that can settle down and refocus again, yeah, those are the ones that execute really well. So the person who can't get beyond themselves, it's just a matter of practicing. How many balls do you have to hit? How many punches do you have to throw? How many kicks do you have to throw? Till all of a sudden you start looking forward to doing it. And yeah, I can tell you this because I've been doing it for a very long time. Some days are easier than others, but I'm not going to give up. I'm just not. If I'm going to carve out some time, then I'm all in. I'm not going to shut my cell phone off. I'm going to can disconnect from it. It's all going to be there when I get back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make my inner world more real than my outer world. And step by step. You can't get impatient doing this. You can't get frustrated doing this. You can't get resentful doing this. You can't force it or control it doing it. I've seen what happens in the brain. You're going to make your brain worse. So sooner or later, you start figuring out that isn't it. And all of a sudden, you start following the instructions. And you start going, wow, that was really easy. What was I doing up to this point? Everything but the formula. You were doing everything else but the formula, doing it your way, analytical mind telling you to quit, it's too hard, you'll never get it. Yeah, those are the exact things that are standing in the way between you and your future. And every time you become conscious that you do that and you settle back down, that's a victory. Every time your body wants to get up and check an email or check the cell phone or get up and you get a cup of coffee and you settle it down, you're telling the body it's no longer the mind, that you're the mind. Every time it wants to go back to the past and romance some trauma just to reaffirm some emotional state, and you become conscious of that and you say, where I place my attention is where I place my energy, and I'm siphoning energy out of the present moment into the past, and you become conscious of it and return back to the present moment, that's a victory. And every time you start thinking about the staff meeting at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's the known, and you stop and you return back to the present moment, you're disinvesting your attention and energy out of that future, and you're making room for the unknown in your life, and that's a victory.
Life gets tough for one simple reason: to make you realize that you don't have to go through tough times forever. If you're ready to make positive changes in your life, this video is just for you. Think about how people often think about the future. Many times, it's filled with negative thoughts and worries. Parents worry about their children's health, even when they're perfectly fine. Successful business owners stress about potential problems that might not even happen. The truth is, if things are going well, there's no need to worry. Don't forget about the present moment, because that's where your strength comes from. Sure, some people have challenging situations, but if you're listening to this, chances are you're not in such a tough spot. Let me ask you something. Do you have a hobby? Whatever it is, have you noticed that you do better when you're fully focused and calm? It doesn't matter if you're good or bad at it. Focus, motivation, and self-belief make a difference. You know it's true. And guess what? Your state of mind doesn't just affect your hobby. It affects your whole life. You can almost predict your own future. When you expect to win, winning isn't a surprise. When you doubt and worry, losing becomes natural. Can you see that changing your expectations can lead to winning in any situation? If you don't learn to control your mind and life, if you don't learn to shape your identity, nothing will change. Before we go into details, I invite you to subscribe to our channel and never miss our new videos. Now let's dive into a few things. There are 3 types of stress: physical stress from accidents, chemical stress from toxins, and emotional stress from personal challenges. These stresses can mess with your body's balance, leading to illness. While physical trauma can heal with rest and chemical imbalances may need medicines, emotional stress is trickier. It's linked to negative emotions like anger and fear, which, if prolonged, can lead to illness. It's really interesting that our body can't tell the difference between real experiences and thoughts that create emotions. So, when we have negative thoughts, our body reacts as if there's a constant threat or emergency, leading to stress that can make us physically sick. Yes, our thoughts can actually make us unwell. But here's the cool part. If thoughts can make us sick, they can also make us well. The trick is to manage our attention and energy wisely. Where we focus is where our energy goes. We need to learn how to control and change the thoughts that make our bodies react negatively. That's what we call the mind-body connection. The challenge is that people can get hooked on their own negative thoughts and feelings. These thoughts become like their personality, their identity. Even if these thoughts are not great, people keep going back to them because they've connected the energy boost from these thoughts with their problems or life situations. Changing this pattern is like breaking an addiction, complete with cravings and the body wanting to go back to the familiar, even if it's not good for them. Basically, our beliefs are just thoughts we've repeated until they're deep in our minds. To change, we need to become aware of these thoughts, examine them, and not let them slide by unnoticed. It's like putting our body in rehab because it's been on a harmful trip for too long. Our body, which is basically our mind, resists change because it sees the new as a threat to what it already knows. Now let's switch gears and talk about physical health. Getting your body in balance involves a mix of things like interval training, yoga, Pilates, sprinting, running, or weightlifting. The key is to balance strength, flexibility, and endurance. No matter which way you choose, pushing past your comfort zone is crucial for making positive changes. When you think you've done your best and can't go further, that's when you should gently challenge yourself a bit more. Not to the point of harm, but with a clear goal in mind. Find meaning in what you're doing and get the most out of it. This works best when you fully engage in the activity, facing any pain or limitations directly. Keep track of your progress, aiming to get better. This will make your body stronger, more flexible, and improve your endurance. Taking care of your body's chemistry is important. Consider getting a blood test to understand your chemical balance. If you have symptoms, it might mean cutting out certain things and making different choices. It doesn't mean those things are universally bad. They're just not right for your current balance. Take nutrients, vitamins, and minerals with purpose, knowing why you're doing it. The meaning behind your actions makes a big difference. However, even if you do everything right on a physical and chemical level, you might still feel unwell if you ignore your emotions. Your response to the environment and your thoughts can drain your energy. So, you can focus on the physical and chemical aspects, but if you're always in control, judgmental, and driven by fear, your efforts might not give you the results you want. To find balance, you need to address your emotional state. This means breaking free from negative emotions that lead to unhealthy behaviors and thoughts. Shifting to healthier emotions is crucial. Imagine someone who always feels resentment, anger, and frustration. They might blame it on something in the past, but once they realize this emotional pattern is harmful, they can decide to change it. It's like moving from being a spectator to actively participating in life, choosing to feel different emotions. This takes intention and practice. You can train yourself to feel gratitude, for example. By giving to others and practicing gratitude, you can shift your emotional state. When you're grateful, you become open to positive thoughts, triggering your body to produce chemicals that promote growth and repair. It's all about understanding why you're doing this and giving meaning to the task. Think about this. A lot of health problems can come from not being emotionally balanced. When you go to the doctor, many times, what's going on with your emotions plays a big role. Even if you're mainly talking about physical pain, it often comes from deep emotional stuff and a bunch of not-so-great choices. So you might be doing all the right things for your body and chemicals, but if you don't deal with your emotions, you could still end up not feeling great. How you feel inside has a big say in how your body feels outside. When you change how you feel by switching up your emotions and matching them with what you want, you open the door to cool things happening in your life. It's like saying, "I'm in charge here," instead of feeling like everything's just happening to you. For people looking to heal, it's important to work on the emotions that keep them stuck in the past. This can be tough because, until recently, there weren't many proven ways to teach people how to do it. People often want to avoid feeling bad, so they do things like watching movies, shopping, or eating out. But those emotions always come back. So when nothing seems to help, it's a big moment. You stop doing the usual things to distract yourself and realize the only way to feel better is to look inside yourself. Now, you're not stuck doing the same old things, and that might feel a bit weird. You start questioning how you act, think, and choose things. Feeling disconnected from your old self can bring on a sense of sadness or a midlife crisis. But really, it's your inner self saying, you can't go back, you can't predict everything anymore. Embrace the change, even if it feels a bit uncomfortable. But don't be scared of this transition. It means you're ready for a change. Instead of using outside stuff to hide your emotions, you realize it's time to change from the inside. You start thinking about how you react to different situations, like dealing with co-workers, money stuff, or hearing the news. You're not just looking for a quick fix, you're serious about making a real change. People have shared stories about having chronic health issues and feeling better through things like meditation and getting into better emotional states. But some folks find that after meditation, they go back to feeling scared and frustrated. That happens when they unconsciously slip back into their old thoughts and feelings. So, it's important to practice being in those better states while you're going about your day to make this change a part of your everyday life. Walking meditations, which are a big part of what we do, teach you how to stay calm and focused even when things get tough. The goal is to get so good at this that you can keep it up even in difficult situations. It's not just about meditating with your eyes closed. You also have to use this calm state when your eyes are open. The idea is to look at how you react to different things, like problems with your ex, money troubles, or bad news. You realize there's a better way to respond that won't bring you down. You practice these new reactions, basically rewiring your brain to make them your automatic responses. If you keep practicing these changes in how you feel and react, you're basically rewriting your own story. You're making a new version of yourself that matches the person you want to be. Thoughts that stick together become your new reality, and your brain starts seeing them as real experiences. The key to truly believing in your future is to feel the emotions that come with it, even before it happens. On the flip side, holding on to emotions from your past keeps you stuck there, affecting how your body works, what you think, the choices you make, and the experiences you have. Basically, your emotions have a big impact on your body, brain wiring, chemicals, hormones, and genes. Changing how you feel is the key to making a real, lasting change in your life. Combining ideas from quantum physics, neuroscience, biology, and other fields helps us create models to understand things better. These models help people learn new stuff, see things differently, and come up with new ideas. With the right guidance, they can make different choices, take new actions, and have unique experiences leading to new and better feelings. Following this process, their bodies can go through big changes in just 7 days, sometimes even more than we expected. Even if you're not a pro at meditation and haven't done long events or regular practice, you can still see big changes in your body in a short time. It's not just for a few people. It happens to a lot of folks. This kind of change in everyone's body is rare and doesn't happen often. To make this change happen, you need to think differently, make different choices, do new things, and feel new emotions. This is really important for healing. The emotions that usually keep us feeling down, like anger, fear, anxiety, and shame, are like energy moving around. Over time, these emotions can turn into wisdom when you take away their strong feelings. Once that happens, you're ready for new experiences, but you have to let go of old emotions to move forward. By feeling positive emotions like gratitude, love, kindness, and creativity, you can balance your heart and change your way of thinking. When your heart sends a message to your brain that it's okay to be creative, you can move away from just trying to survive. This connection between the heart and brain creates a special state in your brain waves, making you feel really good, like a kind of excitement that's different from fear or anger. In this special state, people say they feel complete, connected, aware, and full of love. They stop wanting a lot of stuff or achievements because they already feel like they're living the life they want. They realize they don't need to wait for things outside them to change. The change comes from inside. For those who think their past trauma or tough times make change impossible, it's important to know that many people who've been through really hard stuff have successfully made this transformation. The key is to stop telling the story of your suffering and open up to a new way of looking at things. Anyone, no matter their age, health, or past, can go through this shift. It's about saying goodbye to the old you and welcoming a new way of being. The way to make a big change involves meditating every day. But instead of just trying to heal, we focus on strengthening our beliefs. By feeling the emotions connected to the future we want and telling our genes about it every day, we reinforce our belief that change is possible. This process involves undoing a lot of our usual ways of thinking and acting, which takes consistent effort to make a lasting change. The cool thing is, no matter how old, young, sick, or weighed down by the past you are, you can start this journey to discover yourself and transform. There's lots of scientific proof and stories from people that show we all have the power to change. We've seen amazing transformations in people with health issues like vision problems, hearing difficulties, and trouble speaking. It's not something rare. It's happening all around us. For example, we've seen someone who couldn't talk before, and now they're not only speaking, but also living a happy life. People with conditions like Parkinson's disease, breast cancer, spinal cord injuries, and many other health problems have gone through big changes after just a few sessions of coherence healing. It's really interesting. The most intriguing part is that they're not getting physical touch or medical procedures. Instead, they're going through a change in the information around them. It's important to know that it's not the physical stuff that creates the change. It's the information that shapes everything. So, if you can change the info around you, Can you change the way we see our reality? That's exactly what we teach and see happening. Things like tumors might seem real, but they're like illusions created by the info around us. Change that info and you might change how things turn out. This might sound a bit complicated, but during these 7 days, we dig into the basics. It's all about understanding the quantum field, how it reacts not just to what we want, but more importantly, to who we are becoming. We brought up something really important, the amazing power of love and good vibes for healing. When we fill our hearts with love, gratitude, and make sure our brain and heart are working together smoothly, we send out a healing energy that can help others. It's like creating a connection, a kind of matching feeling between us and the person we want to help get better. This connection can be super strong, even if they aren't actively trying to get better. I can tell you that my beliefs about what's possible have changed a lot in the last couple of years. I've seen some incredible recoveries and changes that go against what people usually think is possible. For example, there was a young guy with muscular dystrophy who had been in a wheelchair for 12 years. In regular medicine, there's no cure or going back from that. But with our work, he not only got up from the wheelchair but started walking again. Stories like these have made me realize how much humans can achieve. At this point, I want to invite you to subscribe to our channel and become a part of our community. Also, if you like it so far, hit that like button below the video. But it's important to know that starting this kind of journey needs a certain way of thinking. When someone gets told they have a long-term or serious illness and regular treatments aren't helping, they come to a big decision point. Some might just accept things won't get better, while others want to try different things. Those who look for alternatives and get better often switch from wanting to heal themselves to wanting to help heal others. They really want to share the gift of healing with people they care about. This change in how they think opens up new possibilities. Can we use our thoughts, love, and heart connection to influence and help others, even if they're not actively trying or responding to the process? It seems like a big yes. As we keep looking into this, we're making models to understand and practicing. People have gotten out of wheelchairs, regained their sight, and even seen their diseases get better through this process. We've also tried healing from far away, where people come together with the same vibes and focus their thoughts on someone who needs it, even if they're really far apart. The results have been amazing, sometimes even better than medicines. So, in simple terms, we're figuring out that the power of our thoughts, intentions, and love can really help us heal and also help others heal. It's a journey that challenges what we usually believe and shows us new possibilities for what people can do and how connected we all are. Imagine this. Everything around you, including yourself, is like a beautiful dance of tiny particles called atoms and molecules. These super small bits are always moving, each with its own rhythm and frequency, like a big orchestra where each atom plays a unique note. Now, think about the law of vibration. It's this cool idea that the whole universe is like a symphony of vibrations, with each part sending out energy at its own special frequency. Now let's see how this connects to making your deepest wishes come true. Your thoughts, feelings, and what you want to happen aren't just random ideas. They're real forms of energy, each with its own unique vibration. Picture them as signals from a radio station beamed out into the universe. These signals match up with similar energies in the universe, kind of like tuning into your favorite radio station. When your thoughts and feelings match up with what you want to happen, something really magical occurs. You create a resonance, a strong connection with the law of attraction. This law says that similar energies are naturally drawn to each other, Now, here's where it gets interesting. How can you use your own vibration to make your wishes come true? It all starts with super clear intentions. Don't just wish for something vague. The universe likes it when you ask for specific things. Instead of saying, I want a better job, say, I want a job that lets me use my creative talents and gives me a good income. Details are your friends. Imagine all the specifics, the colors, textures, sounds, and even the feelings connected to what you want. The universe loves it when you get specific. Also, tie your intention to heartfelt feelings. How would getting what you want make you feel? Whether it's happiness, excitement, satisfaction, or freedom, mix those feelings with what you want. Keep your focus on your intention. Don't get stuck thinking about doubts or what you don't want. Your thoughts act like tuning forks, matching the vibration you're sending out. Writing down what you really want is a strong move. It makes your commitment firm and gives you a clear point to look back on. Write it like it's happening right now, making it feel urgent. Close your eyes and imagine what you want like it's really happening. Use all your senses in your mind. Think about what it looks like, sounds like, smells like, tastes like, and feels like. Believing in yourself is super important. If you start to doubt, just acknowledge it and then think about your goal again. Have a strong belief that what you want is on its way. Make positive statements that support what you want and say them every day. Focus on what you want, not how it's going to happen. The universe has lots of ways to make your wishes come true, sometimes in ways you don't expect. Being clear about what you want doesn't mean sitting around and waiting. It means being open to doing things that feel right and get you closer to your goal. Trust your gut feelings, and they can guide you to what you want. Gratitude is like the best feeling you can have, vibrating at a high and positive level. When you're grateful, your energy matches up with good things. Instead of worrying about what you don't have, gratitude makes you appreciate what you already do, making the universe want to give you even more good stuff. In tough times, gratitude helps you see things differently and find hidden solutions. By sending out thankful vibes, you bring in situations and chances that match your good energy. The more you express gratitude, the more you find to be thankful for, making this cycle of good feelings go faster. Gratitude is like a daily habit, helping you stay focused on the present and making other manifesting tricks, like imagining what you want and positive statements, work even better. Keep your heart open and let gratitude light up your days and nights, showing you the good things you already have and the ones you're asking for. Gratitude is like your special way of saying hello to the universe, inviting it to give you amazing blessings you can't even imagine. Stay patient and trust the process on this journey to make your dreams come true. Each step you take towards what you want is like teaming up with the universe. Let go of worrying about how things will happen and enjoy the magic unfolding. Imagine your success and really feel it inside you, because in the world of possibilities, it's already a reality. Every inspired action you take, guided by your gut feelings, brings you closer to your dreams. Enjoy the present moment because it's like a bridge to the future you're picturing. You're not just watching things happen in this big creation dance. You're the one making it happen, crafting happiness, abundance, and love. Work with the universe, using the law of vibration like a tool and your thoughts and feelings like your creative paint. Your dreams are waiting for you, ready to take the main stage. When you step into the spotlight, embrace your role as a shining creator. The universe is behind you, ready to bring your bright ideas to life. Your dreams are already on the way, riding the waves of your focused thoughts. Let's start this magical journey together and see your dreams come true in amazing ways. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the notification bell so you never miss any of the life-changing insights, motivation, and wisdom we're about to share. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and share it with your loved ones. Stay curious, stay committed, and keep your heart open to the miracles waiting for you. Your dreams are well on their way, and with every intention you set, you're tuning in to the grand radio station of the universe, sending out your unique signal across the cosmos. Dare to dream big and vividly, because your dreams are already real in the limitless world of endless possibilities.